Okay, hey guys, here to talk about some of the emotional stuff I guess I went through while fasting. Some of the biggest things I guess was when your body doesn't have any food in it, you stop associating with, well, or I guess you start realizing where your associations are in regards to food and with your emotions, at least in my case. I found that when I couldn't have a cup of coffee, a warm cup of coffee, or a cookie, um, or something to this extent, that I felt almost not neglected, but I felt a little empty, I suppose, afterwards. And you could look at, like, if I went to a restaurant, for example, for whatever reason, or a grocery store, and I could see people eating at the hot bar or whatever. And it's such a communal thing with so much life and energy into it. And that's just something you take for granted when you eat all the time. And I found warm foods, especially, sweet foods, especially salty foods, to be very comforting, to almost kind of reproduce the idea of like being loved or something like that. It feels like it actually when you eat. I've noticed that sense that food is almost love to your body. And I found that as I've been breaking my fast and kind of doing a poor job at it, I've been eating too many carbs and my stomach's all blocked up kind of. But as I've been breaking my fast, I've found that, yeah, I definitely am eating most or many times, especially sweet foods, junk foods, comfort foods, to cover my feelings that I have, about whatever. A lot of them I'm not even really consciously aware of. It seems mainly about things like, for example, not feeling enough love in my own life, probably from myself or maybe from other people, I'm not sure. But, I feel like if I don't eat, then I get anxiety, and then I don't know what I'm doing, and then, if I have to go through this painful process of actually exploring what the feeling is, and it's rough, and it kind of sucks. So, yeah, there's definitely an emotional component to eating. I don't think that you don't need to not eat for weeks and weeks to get to that, but I noticed that definitely after the first few days or so fasting. And it's hard because now I'm having to look back and be like, shit, and look at my meals that I eat and be like, am I just eating because I want to avoid something? And also on my end, like, my purpose, like what I feel like I'm kind of supposed to do, like sometimes I just eat to forget about my purpose, whatever that is. I know that's nebulous, I can't explain it much better than that, you have to just kind of understand. But like, I definitely eat to avoid doing things I know I should be doing, and to feel good, make everything's all right, when in reality I know, like, fuck, I'm wasting my time. I need to be doing things. I need to be more ambitious. I need to be more productive, blah, blah, blah. And so I find that food is in a lot of ways an emotional crutch, at least in my experience, and probably for most people, honestly. So this is something that's very raw, and once you hit this nerve, it's hard, because my only real latch is not really so much through other people, but it's really, honestly, through food. That's how I become happy. In many ways, actually. It's just through food. And when you take that away, it leaves you exposed on a different level. So anyway, yeah, those are just some thoughts about that. But, yeah, so I hope you guys are having a good day. So, yeah.